Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I make videos like commentary, disability friendly workouts. I do reaction videos. I do story times related to my disability. I just do a ton of random things. So if you would like to see more of that, please hit that subscribe button. If not, it's fine. Today I'm going to be talking about a trend that I've seen on TikTok that kind of disturbs me, and I'm gonna put in some clips of what I'm talking about when I edit this video. But basically, people draw
long. The eye bags are freaking hot and nobody wanted to listen to me. And look, she cute.
Trend. So I started off by removing the concealer under my eyes. I blended it out, and then I added a darker eyeshadow underneath, and lastly popped on a little bit of highlighter. And since
on dark circles under their eyes, and it's kind of like it makes them look tired and sickly, and just not what we should be praising as the epitome of beauty. As somebody that has struggled with an ED, I can say at the worst of my ED, when I was severely dehydrated from like not eating enough and making myself sick and just all sorts of triggering things that I would rather not talk about on here. But I had really pronounced like bags under my eyes because I was sick. Like I was sick even though I wasn't underweight. I was sick. I looked sick. Looking back at pictures of me, I really don't think I looked the best. But at the time, I was just stuck in the disorder, and yeah. But so basically, the reason why I think this trend is absolute shit is because, number one, you can see it as glamorizing EDs. I don't want to say the word because I feel like the YouTube algorithm picks that up and shadow bans it. But anyway, it glamorizes EDs. I think it glamorizes over exhaustion. Like, we live in a society where we praise people for overworking themselves. Like, we think it's great. Like, for instance, when I was in college, people would brag about how little sleep they got, or how little they could eat, or how late they stayed up, and how many things they had on their plate. Which, like, I'm not knocking people for being busy and like not making time to take care of themselves, but we shouldn't hail that as something heroic. You don't have to be a martyr to be valuable as a human being, and I personally really believe that. And also, it can also be seen as glamorizing of substance abuse, because certain substances will make you look very drawn out and sickly. And it can also be seen as just glamorizing illness in general, which, I mean, we shouldn't be disgusted by illness or look at it as something people did wrong, but that shouldn't be a beauty ideal. And I feel like, especially for young people that are very impressionable, when they see that that's beautiful, they're gonna really overwork themselves and not take care of themselves, especially if they're insecure. They're going to be like, well, I don't deserve to feel good. I don't deserve to take care of myself. And that's something I went through, and that's something I still struggle with to this day. I often feel guilty for taking care of myself. I feel guilty for eating and sleeping and resting in general. Like, that's something I struggle with because it's so ingrained in our society. But aside from my own personal issues, I just don't think this is a good trend to be promoting. It's like in like the Victorian era when it was beautiful for women to, like, I don't know if they drank arsenic or they put it on their skin, something with arsenic where they would be very pale because when you were pale, you were of a higher social class because you didn't have to work outside, so you could be like a dainty woman wearing a corset and being pale as a ghost, and that was considered beautiful, which there are many issues with that. But I think a lot of trends like this just create these toxic ideas that women have to be frail and they have to look sickly and they have to not take good care of themselves in order to look pretty. Which, I mean, you can have an illness like cancer or something and still be beautiful, but I just don't want it to be the beauty standard so that people that are physically healthy will have to harm themselves and make themselves sick in order to feel like they're beautiful or they're worthy. You might not agree with me. You might be like, Erica, you are going way too far with this, and that is quite alright. You are totally allowed to disagree with me on anything except on, like, bigotry. If you think bigotry is okay, I will not be okay with that. But if you want to disagree with me, comment down below and tell me what you think. But I have seen some, like, body positive people on Instagram post about it, praising it, being like, oh yes, this is celebrating natural beauty. But my question to that is, how is it natural beauty if you have to draw on the dark circles? And there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. I'm not saying that I wear makeup, as you might be able to tell, you might not, but it's whatever. But I wear makeup. I like makeup. There's nothing wrong with makeup. But that's not natural beauty if you have to draw it on under your eyes, and that's fine. But I think the implications behind it when you dig deeper, it's a bit disturbing in my opinion, and maybe it's because I'm old. I'm turning 24, and just the other day I used the phrase that somebody is getting on the trendy train. 1 minute I was in college, next minute I was using phrases like trendy train. I don't know where that came from, but clearly I'm not hip anymore, which is fine by me. But I mean, you can tell me, Erica, you sound old. You sound like you're not letting anybody have fun, and you're just digging too deep into everything. That's fine if you think that. I just wanted to share my perspective and tell you a little bit of why. And if you've seen any other trends that you would like to hear my perspective on, feel free to let me know down below. I can check into it and see if I can make a video on it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.